Are your allergies bothering you?
I don't think it's allergies. I think it's
On this episode of The Commercial Break. The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
Oh, yeah, cats and kittens, welcome back to The Commercial Break. I'm Bryan Green. This is my dear friend and the co-host of this show, Krissy Joy Hoadley. Best to you, Krissy.
Best to you, Bryan.
Best to you out there in the podcast and streaming audience. So I won't belabor the point, but let's review the details so everyone's got them correct. As we caused quite a stir yesterday when we made our announcement that the Commercial Break will now be pared down to 2 days a week on the RSS feed and 2 days a week streaming. But that doesn't mean 4 episodes anymore. That means 2 episodes. So on Tuesday and Thursday, we will be streaming on youtube.com/The Commercial Break. Then those episodes will play the next day on Wednesday and Friday. There you go. No more Tuesday infomercials, at least not for right now. We've got a few more weeks of those, but then we'll burn those out and we'll press pause on the interviews for a second, which some people were sad about. They thought that the interviews were a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like
They
the
liked them.
interviews.
I love doing the interviews. It breaks up the monotony. It allows us to talk to other people besides ourselves inside of the
When
room.
we're doing 4 shows a week.
When we're doing 4 shows a week. But also, there are people that work for us, Bella mainly, at CTB. That's our booking agency. And this is the toughest part about this whole thing, is saying goodbye for now to Bella, because Bella is a rock star. She's booked Jimmy Kimmel, Letterman. She goes way back to all the people, and she has been so good to our show. We have talked to so many people that are so out of our league. I mean, we're running at about a 2, and she's bringing in 9s. You know what I'm talking about?
That's very true.
Oh, very true. She got Steve O on our show within a week of doing interviews. Steve O. Still our most watched YouTube video. Steve O.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, people, but they didn't. I don't know if they like the interview particularly, but they watch it. But anyway, that is one of the most difficult parts. But for right now, it just doesn't feel like the best fit. Krissy and I are going to concentrate on interacting with you, the listeners.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. One of the I was talking to a lot of people in the chat on the phone today who heard about this over the last couple of days, and I wouldn't say they were upset, like mad, but some of them were disappointed that there'll be less commercial break. I get it. I understand. You get used to something, and then you start to pare it down a little bit, or there's less of it. But I promise you, if you want Krissy and I to do this long into the future, we need to slow down a little bit. And if you want us to do it effectively, meaning at least one good joke per episode, then we need to pare it down a little bit. It's just the nature of the beast. We're doing too much, too often, too fast. And yeah, so I went over it all yesterday. You can go listen to that episode. Tuesday.
Yeah, it doesn't give us a chance to really focus in on a couple things. Instead, it was just kind of like, what happened to you over the weekend? What did you do today? What's going on?
Yes. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Rinse and repeat, 6-7 times a week, depending on our schedule, sometimes 8 times a week, depending on what we were doing or how the schedule was going on, at least, and then we'd have to broadcast or put out 4 of those in a week, edit them, flip them over. It's a lot, so that you get caught up in the minutia of doing it, and you forget that you really just want to have some fun and focus in on a couple good topics. So anyway, we talked about it all yesterday. Don't want to make 2 episodes exactly the same, but go listen to the episode. We'll give you all of our reasoning. But the people who commented, thank you very much. We appreciate it. I told every single one of those people, we love you. We appreciate your listening. People are sending us their Spotify Wrapped. A lot of people are literally mentally ill because they're listening to too much commercial break.
What was one person's
18,000
hours?
minutes
Or minutes
of the commercial break. Someone sent me a screenshot of their Wrapped, and it was almost 18,000 minutes of the commercial break in 2025.
To that person.
Of course. But she said, should I tell my therapist? I said, yes,
maybe.
Of course. Tell your therapist, tell somebody. Somebody needs to know. But that's amazing. And then there's others who sent me their Wrapped, and they're in our, they're our top 1% listener. They're our top 0.5% listener. There's so many loyal listeners to this show. And when we announced this change over the last couple of days, they came out of the woodwork, texting us and letting us know, mostly supportive. And then a few people just were disappointed. And I get that. I do understand it. Anytime there's a change, it's tough. But let's all get used to it together. We'll all move on, starting effectively Tuesdays and Thursdays, the stream, Wednesdays and Fridays. We release the episode on the podcast players, and we will soon be putting all of the videos up on Spotify so you can watch them. So you can either go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak, and watch the most recent episode. Go under the live tab, and you'll see all the videos are starting to line up there of all of the episodes we've done live. And then additionally, we will put those videos up on Spotify so you can watch them. Okay? All right? Good groceries? Good gravy?
That's our plan for now.
We might go down to half a day,
I'm not
half an
putting
episode.
It in the notebook.
Yeah, no. We don't even have the notebook anymore.
I know.
We know how generally ineffective that was. But that's also part of the problem. I think because we do so much content, we never have a chance to focus on anything else.
Yeah.
And there will be no 12 days of TCB this year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but that almost killed us last year. And Chris, honestly, it was so much.
I think we almost up in the snow. We were
it was
coming
insane.
up with ugly sweaters and all kinds of stuff.
I had a ton of fun, but it almost killed us. It almost killed us. We were because we did 23 episodes in a row. It was insane. And to what end? Yeah, we sold some advertising. Not that much advertising. Not that it didn't make it that worth it. Who was our sponsor? Red Bull? I mean
5 Hour Energy.
That's right. Thank you, 5 Hour Energy. I think they asked if they could do it again this year, and I said no.
It's not taking place.
No, it's not taking place because that's enough. That's enough. It's enough already. We did it. No 12 hours of TCB. No 12. Well, maybe 12 hours again. Maybe we'll do it sometime. Who knows? Maybe. Well, maybe. I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. Speaking of Wrapped, did you get your Wrapped?
I did not do that yet. I don't like to do mine because it's so disjointed. It's so out of whack. Because this year I've been trying to switch over more to Apple Music too. And I have Tidal.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's kind of, I don't know if it's accurate, but whatever. I'll do it.
Okay. All right. So let's see. You wanna know my rap?
I do.
Okay. Here's my rap for 2025. It's gonna play music too. Well, I'll turn it down. My top artists are Huntrix, which is K-pop Demon Hunters. Randy Newman.
I guess I could do mine one.
Idina Menzel.
Oh, that's wicked.
EJ. I don't even know who EJ is. Bowling for Soup, which is Disney Junior cartoons. And the top songs are Let It Go, Golden, You've Got a Friend in Me, APT, Apata, 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 and Gitchity Gitchity. I don't even know what those are. Yeah. The benefit of having a family plan on Spotify is that it brings your average age down. My listening age is 31. That's my listening age. 31. Let's see. My minutes listened. And you got to remember, this is the kids too. They're doing all this. 5,535 minutes. That lady that texted me, God bless her, she listened to 3 times as much just on commercial break.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I know we listen to this Spotify every day. Somewhere in the household, someone's listening to Spotify. My top genres are lullaby, classic rock, soft pop, world, and Christmas music. That makes sense. 31 is my age. Let It Go is my top song. That's like the 3rd year in a row. Let It Go.
This is my listening age.
Krissy's listening age is 82 fucking 2 years old. Unbelievable.
82. See, that's what
82.
I was listening to a lot of music from the late 1950s.
You know what? That tracks. That tracks. It's on brand for you.
This is why it didn't. It even says age is just a number, so don't take this personally.
How can you not? Why did they even put that in there? I don't get it.
Well, my top genres were jazz, blues. I like a lot of jazz.
Okay, you're much more adult than I am. Like mine's all over the place. Your top podcast is The Commercial Break. You streamed 501 minutes. You're a top 7% fan of your own podcast.
Hey,
sounds impressive, but I don't think it is. And again, the lady who, and I'm not going to give her name away, but this person who texted me listened to 1,500% more commercial break than I did. That's insane. That's insane. Let's see. Okay, this is all about streaks and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You want to know let's see, the commercial break.
I had a lot of Father John Misty.
Yeah, you did? I
did. Some Sabrina Carpenter.
Well, here's the question. Do you get into the Spotify Wrapped? I mean, I take it as like a novelty. I know some people like they post it, they get all excited about it. It's like they're claiming something.
Yes, that's true.
It's like they're a big deal because they, listen to this person. So I get why they do it. I think it's an interesting AI creation.
It is.
I totally understand why Spotify does this. It increases engagement, all that other stuff. Let's look at the
what does this say? You're in great company. 3% of global listeners are in your club.
Oh, really?
In the top 3%.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Good for you. Okay. Let's see what the commercial break wrapped is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We've got that available.
Okay, let's do that. Here's my wrapped for 2025 on the commercial
My most
break.
energetic day. Why does it say that?
That's the day that you listen the most.
29th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not the day I had most energy.
No, I don't think you can tell that. Or maybe it can. I don't know. Spotify's getting fucking strange. I don't know. All right. Oh, no, this is for after the break. I want to do this for the commercial break. Hold on. Because after the break, I have 2 episodes. What's it going to tell me? Congratulations. 1 person listened.
That was me. I've listened to both of them.
I like you. I like it. For some reason, I have all of all shows. Okay, here we go. The commercial break. The commercial break. Okay, here it is. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's listen to...
yeah, what's our stats?
I don't know. I gotta get... oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. See it now. Today's Wrapped for the commercial break. Slow. Okay, here we go. Wrapped for creators, the commercial break. Let's go. This was quite a year for you.
Ooh.
You can say that twice. A little proof that hard work pays off. Or does it? 775,000 plays.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if that's showing up everywhere, but okay. Our total audience was almost 48,000 separate people, up 415% from last year.
Wow.
That's to be proud of.
Yeah, that is.
Our total new audience out of that 40-some thousand is 24,000. So that's up 999%. So I like that. There's new people on the feed. Our total followers are 73,700, up 261%. Our total listening time for the commercial break. Are you ready for this?
Drum roll.
4.3 million minutes. Million. Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, so the 18,000.
That can't be true. We know that's probably not true.
Yeah. Are we getting credit for any of this
I don't know.
Because we're not.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Yeah, I'm not making any money off of that. That is 8.2 years worth of listening done this year on behalf of the commercial break. Wow.
That's incredible. Thank you to all.
Hours of listening time, 72,000. Days of listening time, 3,000. Weeks of listening time, 432. 99 months, 8 years of listening. Insane. Up 389% from last year. That is great. We've been on the charts. We hit number 17 on the comedy charts. We were there in the United States and Canada. Congratulations.
Okay.
One episode rose above the best.
Which show I'm dying.
Someone check on Bryan.
Someone check on Bryan.
Someone check on Bryan.
What were we talking about on that one? That could be the name of every episode.
I know. Honestly, that's the name of the show. Yeah. Actually, we're going to change the name of the show to Someone Check on Bryan. Right. That's insane. We're still quoting it. Hot takes and love notes. People were talking. People loved to talk about the Andrew Callahan episode.
Okay.
The most used emoji was thumbs up. Well, thanks for that. Okay. Were they going to tell me if it was thumbs down?
I know, or the mad face.
Yes, that's right. On that episode, 92 comments. Okay, I don't remember seeing 92 comments. The most comments were left on this day. Who cares about that? I don't give a shit what day. Your passport got a real workout. You were listened to in over 76 different countries.
No way.
Wow. Our top countries are, ready? Guess. Take a guess. Top 5.
Okay, well, U.S. and Canada.
U.S. and Canada are there.
Mm-hmm. Venezuela.
Nope.
Not on the list.
Nope.
Okay.
Not in the top 5.
England.
United States number 1. England number 2. United Kingdom. 3 is Ireland. 4 is Sweden. And 5 is
right.
Canada. We have been doing well with Sweden
for
since
a while.
the first week we started this podcast. We showed up on the Swedish charts first. And then we showed up on the Venezuelan charts, or South America, whatever it was at the time, South American charts. But it is unbelievable to me that we have had Swedish fans for 6 years. I thought clearly they would get sick of us and realize that we're unfunny Americans and move on with their lives. Get back to their snowy, wonderful, beautiful world. But no, they're still there. That's insane.
Well, thank you to Sweden.
Hey, listen, I'm not arguing with that. Top fans assemble. We are a top 10 show for over 30,000 people. We are a top 5 show for over 28,000 of those people. We are a top 1. We are a number 1 show for almost 13,000 of our listeners.
That's incredible. Wow, I'm blown away by these stats.
Our fans streamed our show. Our top fans streamed our show 3 times as much as other fans. That's clear. We understand that. 30% of them have binged on more than 2 episodes in a day. 35% of them will hit play within 24 hours of a new episode. Wow. What a great, that's it.
I know. That's
it.
heartwarming.
The people listen. This is what the people listen to.
Mhm.
Our fans listen to Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, Morgan Wallen, Kendrick Lamar, and Lady Gaga.
All of the good ones.
The top ones, right? Here's the top shows that they listen to.
Not people that are 82 that are listening to.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, listen, Wrapped is interesting.
It is.
It's interesting. I put no stock in it. I mean, I can tell you right now, some of those stats don't ring true to me. Like, I see the actual numbers and I go, 779,000 plays? Like, okay. I mean, over the course of a year, maybe over the course of a year, But that tells me most of the plays are happening on Spotify, for sure. I think Apple is our number one downloaded, but that doesn't matter. But the plays come from Spotify. So so given that so many people sent me their Spotify Wrapped,
well, right,
it's ringing true that I think Spotify is actually our top player, meaning you press play, you listen to the show. I think a lot of people download on Apple, but I'm not sure how many of them play. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's all minutia. Thank you for sending me my Wrapped. If you want to share your Wrapped with us, please do. Go to @thecommercialbreak on Instagram. You can DM us. We would love to hear from you. Share your Wrapped. If we're in
I'd love to
Wrapped,
see that.
I'd love to see if we're in your Wrapped. I want to see what kind of fan you are. How many minutes? What percentage fandom are you? Are you top 1%? Are you top 5%? Are you top 10%?
We'll get you a sticker.
Yeah, of course we'll get you a sticker.
Yeah.
We'll get you a sticker of your top 99%. Yeah. If you listen to us in 2025, we'll send you a sticker. Go ahead. You can go to the website, but we're encouraging people to join us on Instagram. We're going to start what they call a group there, which means that we can share additional content, special messages. Like on my personal page, I put a few voice notes, a couple videos, some polls, like, do you like this? Are you doing that? So we're going to do that as a group chat inside of the commercial break, but it only works if you're there, because if we have nobody in the group, then it's just Krissy and I texting each other back and forth,
which we do,
which we already do
all the time.
Yeah, we already do. Maybe we should do that. Maybe to encourage people to get into the group. Maybe rather than make it about the commercial break, it's just you and I texting each other back and forth about how late we're going to be starting the episode today. You want to be here at 11? Yep. Starting at 1:30 sounds good to me.
With a thumbs up.
Ding. Yeah, I'm in bed still too. Ding. Kids are at school. I'm sleeping. We know how it goes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's take a break, and then when I get back, I want to talk about an interesting trend that's happening in dating. Krissy sent me something.
Oh yeah.
Very recent. It was in the New York Times. Oh, and I'll tell you about the New York Times. I want to talk to you about the New York Times.
Okay.
I'll share with you something.
I love the New York Times.
My Starbucks boyfriend and his ex-current wife. I don't know what's going on with those two. But anyway, no, they're like they've been divorced for a long time.
Oh, I didn't realize.
But they're always together.
Oh, they're still good friends.
Together. Or something. Yeah. I'm not sure. Or they're giving it a go. I don't know. I'm not here to speculate, but I love them both. And I'll tell you why the New York Times came up at a recent thing and what we did about it. We'll be back.
Hey, it's Rachel, your new voice of God here on TCB. And just like you, I'm wondering just how much longer this podcast can continue. Let's all rejoice that another episode has made it to your ears, and I'll rejoice that my check is in the mail. Speaking of mail, get your free TCB sticker in the mail by going to tcbpodcast.com and visiting the Contact Us page. You can also find the entire commercial break library, audio and video, just in case you want to look at Krissy, at tcbpodcast.com. Want your voice to be on an episode of the show? Leave us a message at 212-433-3TCB. That's 212-433-3822. Tell us how much you love us, and we'll be sure to let the world know on a future episode. Or you could make fun of us. That'd be fine too. We might not air that, but maybe. Oh, and if you're shy, that's okay. Just send a text. We'll respond. Now I'm going to go check the mailbox for payment while you check out our sponsors, and then we'll return to this episode of The Commercial Break.
Sorry, I had to consult with ChatGPT regarding a business matter.
Oh,
no, real that I didn't.
No.
Yeah, one of the interesting things is that both of the platforms, TikTok and Instagram now, which I am no expert on. Like, I just started posting on a regular basis 2 months ago. So
yeah,
I'm no expert on, but because I'm no expert, but what I am a kind of an expert on is analytics, like digital analytics. And so
I love to look at analytics.
Yeah, me too. And they're letting you in on kind of some of the more like how the sausage is made kind of stuff on some of the platforms, like Instagram edits. They have real pretty detailed analytics about each video you put out there. So I'm feeding some of this to chat and saying, hey, what's working, what's not working, why is it working, why is it not working? And we're kind of formulating together, why some reels go gangbusters while others just go mildly gangbusters. And I think we've come up with one simple thing for me. Venezuela. That's it. It's Venezuela. If I'm talking about Venezuela, it's bound to get some traction. It's just the way that it
Lean into it.
I will. I don't mind. I love it. Actually, when we started the show, like 2 years in, and, we started kind of dropping in some of these Venezuelan anecdotes and observations and things. And Gustavo was here one time. He said, you should make a list of the observations that you're making because they're funny, right? And they're interesting and they're relatable to Venezuelans and maybe Americans too. So you should make a list. And I started a list. And that list got like 3 pages long. And so over the years, I've looked at that list on occasion and gone, okay, I'll drop this in today, or I'll talk about that, or whatever. Or this just happened. It's relatable to this.
Good for you for making a list and following up on
I know, but now the list is like 9 pages long. And so I got lots of ideas, lots and lots of ideas. And I'm just trying to suss out like what's interesting and what's not interesting to the people who are watching or not watching. Okay, that's not what I want to talk about. Coffee boyfriend and Astrid and I and his ex-wife, we all go out to dinner.
Oh, you did?
We did. We went out to
fun.
dinner. We went out to a very hot, very trendy Thai restaurant here where we live. And
I think I've passed that place.
Is it
down in the downtown little
area? It's in the
but
closer to the mill area.
Right, yeah. I know the place.
About. Okay. So
was it good?
Very delicious. Absolutely
I love
delicious. Service was great. But this is like real Thai food. Not like, chitty chitty bang bang.
Yes. We have a place near us that's like
sausage
that too.
and peppers that it's called Thai food.
Authentic.
But yeah, it's really authentic food. And it's delicious. Delicious. I just love it.
The
flavors in Thai food are so good. And Astrid had a Thai drink made with some, exotic somethings or others and rose petals and
they put all the like edible flowers and stuff.
It was good. It was good. Everyone enjoyed it. Had a great time. So we're there and we're talking and we're the Starbucks ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. I don't want to give her name out.
Yeah.
Because she didn't choose to be on the commercial break. Right. Mrs. Coffee Boyfriend.
Yes.
Mrs. Ex Coffee Boyfriend. Which is way more complicated than it needs to be, but okay, we'll go with it. She starts sharing that she still loves an actual newspaper and reading an actual newspaper, right? And I said, I miss that. I miss a magazine or a newspaper. Used to be when you went into the toilet, you'd have to grab the same magazine that you'd have on the little shelf behind you. Yeah. You'd read it for 6 months in a row. You'd read the same article 4 times, or you'd get the newspaper. Part of what I love about going to a hotel is that most of them, at least the ones that we stay at, have, near the elevator, they'll have copies of the USA Today or Washington Post or New York Times, whatever it is, Wall Street Journal. And so I always enjoy picking up the newspaper. So Astrid and I started looking at each other like, yeah, I missed that too. So we went and we got a subscription to the New York Times. And now it comes on Sundays to the front door, right?
I've done this before.
Unbelievable. I love it. But because I also get a digital subscription that comes along with that, I'm finding myself reading all the articles before the newspaper actually shows up.
That's the thing.
Except for the inserts that come along with each paper on Sundays.
That's fun.
The big magazines with all the huge advertisements. I actually like to look at the advertisements. But then this one had a great one. Why Gen X changed culture forever. The last greatest generation. Gen X, which is of course Krissy and I, so we're taking credit for this. But like Astrid said, in 30 years there'll be another greatest generation. There always is. And you have to remember, Gen Xers are writing this, so that's why that's greatest generation. But it's got, it's a Simpsons-fied cover with a bunch of notables from Gen X. Alanis Morissette, I see in there. Paris Hilton. Who is that? Scott Wheeldon. Anyway, okay. So in the New York Times digital edition,
which I get,
which Krissy gets, Krissy sent me an article about how fashion trends are now dictating the dating scene in a lot of places. That when you're on a date and someone shows up in attire that is either inappropriate for the moment or attire that you don't like, that oftentimes can dictate whether or not you continue to see that person. I don't know that this trend is all that new, but I get what they're saying.
Yeah, what's it specifically called? Swag gap.
Swag gap.
Mm-hmm.
So the example was given that a guy went on a date and he showed up to like a nice cocktail hour and he was dressed, business casual or whatever it was, what he felt was appropriate for this particular scene. And she showed up in like Lululemon and a long t-shirt and, just slouch, like, casual wear, active wear, stuff you would wear around the house, going shopping, stuff like that. So I recently put out a reel about something similar. And I agree on one thing. Is that I think we've all gotten too comfortable with the idea of being out in public in our fucking pajamas. It's not a good look, I don't think. I really don't. I get that sometimes you have to run a quick errand. I can almost remember the exact moment, the first time I saw someone at a store with pajama pants on.
Yeah.
And it would have been like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Living in East Atlanta. I go to that Kroger over there and I'm in the aisle and it's like the middle of the afternoon. And even though I'm getting beer to do day drinking, I'm judging the person who's wearing pajama pants because I think what was probably a 25-year-old something wearing pajama pants with a jacket and a t-shirt on. And I thought to myself, holy shit. And now maybe I'd seen it in a gas station a couple times.
I was going to say like a convenience store.
Grabbing a pack of cigarettes, a beer, filling up the whatever. But I remember this, and I remember thinking to myself, that is a terrible look. Like, why would you actually go into a Kroger with your pajamas on? Now it is ubiquitous. You see it everywhere. I see kids doing it. I see adults doing it. I see grandmas doing it. I see everybody doing it. I understand that you want comfort, but I don't know, like take a little bit of pride, I guess, in the way that, put a jeans and a t-shirt on at least. At least. Jeans and a t-shirt. I see it on airplanes, which is the worst.
Oh,
it's the fucking worst.
Airplanes.
No one wants to see your
crack,
your ass crack, your pajamas. No one wants to see that. No one. I promise you. It may be comfortable for you, but it's irritating for the rest of us. And it's a little bit uncomfortable if I'm being honest. So, and this is not me being an old man. I got so much feedback from people way younger than I was that they hate this, that this drives them crazy, that this is a trend that their friends are doing. So I can tell this is pretty universally like, unless you do it, and I'm sure we're all guilty of it at some point. I actually don't think I've ever gone to a grocery store in my pajama pants. Have you?
I mean, not in pajama pants. Like I have like some joggers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Joggers I can understand.
Yeah.
But actual pajama pants?
No.
So now the dating scene is coming up on this kind of like this crossroads. When I meet somebody and they are doing and they are dressing in this manner, what do I do with that? Right? Do I give it another chance or do I just instantaneously discount them as someone who doesn't know how to dress the way that I would prefer that they dress? Now, this is all personal preference. Of course it is.
Yeah.
But do I personally prefer someone to dress not in a muumuu at a fucking nightclub?
Well, especially if you're meeting for the first time.
Yes.
Seems like you want to put your best foot forward here.
You should. And I get the other side of the coin. I can hear it running through somebody's head right now. If they see me at my worst, then they'll love me at my, if they love me at my worst, they're going to love me at my best. You can
only test that theory once you're in love.
Krissy hit the nail on the head. You have to get them interested in you in the first place.
Right.
Yeah. I've never fallen in love with somebody who had the flu the first time I met them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not a great place or time to meet somebody. And I understand why the swag gap is a real thing. I get it. I think it's always been around, but I think it's so prevalent now because people are actually making fashion choices and fashion decisions that do not accurately reflect the moment. It's like we've decided, I guess, I don't know,
even if you're
super
not
tight leggings, which are fine. They're fine. I'm not arguing that you can wear them. Wear them. I have no problem against it. I don't think it's obscene. I don't think it's problematic. But I understand why.
Of course.
Lululemon leggings, the first time you go on a date at a nice, cocktail bar, is not the vibe that you would have preferred in that moment. I get it.
I do too. I do too. I was going to say something and now I can't remember what I was going to say. But yes, I agree too. And again, put your best foot forward when you're meeting somebody for the first time.
Why not?
And even if you're not like super into style, like you're not all caught up in the latest runway fashions or what exactly, just, do you.
Yes.
But well.
Yeah. Listen, style is different than
everybody's got their own
styling.
Style. Yeah.
And let me explain. And maybe I'm not saying the words the right way, but I think I am. Style is completely personal and not everybody has good style. But even if you have bad style, you know that that it's unlikely someone is going to want to see you in your fucking pajamas the first time you go on a blind date. It's unlikely, right? So don't do it, because then you give yourself the best shot to put when you meet somebody and that sight is so jarring to your personal taste, then there's zero chance anything else matters. They've already made a decision.
Well, that's the old first impression.
Yeah.
Never get a second chance.
If Dua Lipa showed up in her pajamas.
Yes, it does matter.
Actually, I'd prefer that she shows up in her pajamas. I get it. I do understand where this guy was coming from, but there were other instances, and then there were some people that just don't give a shit. And dating's hard in 2025.
Yeah,
there's
it is.
all kind of pitfalls.
Seems like it.
Yeah, thank God I at least in the near future don't have to worry about that.
Me too. Yeah, it seems pretty complicated.
I have zero.
It does. I was reading something the other day though, talking about how people are going back to wanting to meet people in real life, IRL. Versus just swipe and talk, and then you get ghosted, and then this and that and the other.
Yeah, because there's the digital rejection. We spend our lives on the phone. And I think that people are starting to understand that swiping right or left is not a good indicator of whether or not someone is going to be in your life in a romantic way for a period of time. Of course, it works some of the time. Luck always has a way of winding itself into the numbers. And what I mean by that is if you take 1 million people swiping on 1 million other people, there's going to be some subset that find each other attractive, that fall in love for whatever reason, or who were just meant to be together in the first place, and this is the way they connected. But a large portion of those people are frustrated and irritated with the entire process. Women are getting crazy amounts of just shit posting, shit messaging, dick pics, whatever it is.
Catfishing.
Yeah, all that other shit. And guys aren't even getting the time of day, most of them, from anybody. And so it becomes a real knock to the confidence and to the ego. And, let's be honest about it. When you're looking for a mate, and ego plays a part in it, right? You want to be with somebody. You want to have a partner. Yeah. You want to feel good. You want to have company. So when you walk into a bar, there's kind of a level playing field, right? You see them, you can hear them, you can talk to them, you can interact with them, and you can make a connection right there in that moment. It doesn't take 7 different DMs and 3 different phone calls and 12 different
Or it
plans.
doesn't even have to be a bar. I've read about these clubs that are getting started, whether it's like a pickleball club or a running club or some type, a book club, something like that, where people can gather in person and talk.
Yes. And so I agree. And we've been talking about this for 6 years. And I was only on the digital dating scene for a very short amount of time. And I was lucky to get some responses. And I went out on a couple of dates, and they were all train wrecks. Every one of them was a train wreck.
One of them ended up in a tree.
One ended up in a tree. One ended up, I don't know, humping me at a bar. I mean, I wasn't asking for it. And then what was the third one? I can't remember the third one. Oh, the third one ended up being a Bible beaten country singer. And yeah. And it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It was a train wreck. The whole thing was a train. It was uncomfortable, actually. We got connected and we were vibing. Oh, and then there was the Russian girl. Do you remember the Russian girl? This is all coming back to me now. There was a Russian girl, and we connected, and then she ended up hanging around me. Like, we became friends, and she hung around me.
That's right.
She had twirly whirly hair, like
Yes,
big
that's
blonde
right.
curls. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She ended up, I don't know. I think they deported her. I don't know. Something happened to her, but she was fun. She became a friend.
Yeah.
And that became fun. We were drinking buddies, and we would go out and, irritate each other. And that was fun. Anyway, I agree with this. Bring it back to real life if you can. Digital dating still works for some, but bring it back to real
Take
life.
it analog.
Take it analog.
Mhm.
We should do a lot of stuff analog, quite frankly.
There's a
I'm
thi-
saying
I've been
bring back
reading-
DVDs and VHS.
I'm seeing stuff about analog bags where it's like a little bag full of stuff that you can do rather than sit on your phone.
Oh,
Read a magazine,
yeah,
do a
my-
crossword,
Lance,
do
my Starbucks boyfriend.
knitting or whatever stuff.
Yeah. Lance, my Starbucks boyfriend, we were supposed to meet yesterday. It didn't work out. The timing didn't work. So we try and connect in the mornings, right? But sometimes it works, sometimes it
Yeah.
doesn't. He tells me afterwards that he left his phone at the house, and so he didn't have his phone. And so he didn't know whether or not I was coming.
Uh-huh.
So he sat up there for 30 minutes with no phone. He's like, dude, it was weird. He was like, I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was like, I did that like a month ago. I did that. I brought my phone up. It died. I hadn't charged it overnight.
Uh-huh.
It died. And I was just like, even though I know a bunch of people up there,
You kind of get like a panicky sense.
I didn't get panicky, but I was like, it was weird. I started staring at people. I think they thought I was problematic. I'm sure the manager had some.
Well, for me, I forgot mine when I went out like a couple weeks ago. And I guess for me, for the panicky couple, I was like, well, what if something happens to me?
Yeah.
Like, and then I can't
Yes.
call anybody or can't do anything.
Yes.
And, well, that's what it
Forgetting
used
that
to be.
all 300
Yeah.
people around me have a phone additionally.
Right.
Right? Something will be okay. We figured it out. We
Yeah.
managed to figure out a way. They're right. These people are right. Generation X, last greatest generation, raised by ourselves on a steady diet of Beavis and Butthead, sugary cereals,
Yes.
shitty
We
Zima.
were just talking with somebody about the shitty Zima. Oh,
Yeah,
God, I can
Zima.
still taste
I can
those.
still taste. You'll
Me
never forget the
too.
taste of a Zima.
I know.
And actually, I think about it now, and I'm like, it wasn't the worst
It
tasting
wasn't.
thing in the
It
world.
actually wasn't.
It's a Sprite. It's like a beer and a Sprite mixed together. That's what it was.
Alcoholic Sprite.
Yeah. And they would get you drink 6 of those, you'd be flying.
Oh, yeah, God. I
Flying.
remember that in high school.
Oh,
Wow.
God. We used to buy those Zimas, man, because it was.
Did they just go away completely?
Yeah, I think they
did.
still make them. I actually
They're
read
just
about
the
this.
seltzers now.
Yeah, they're just seltzers. That's all it is. Just a boozy seltzer.
Yeah.
But there was one liquor shop in high school, and it was about 10 miles away from the high school. You had to take the back road. So it was a good 30-minute drive when it was all said and done to go. But it was well known to be the place.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
Where you could buy
liquor
'em.
store. That's what it was, a convenience store
Mhm.
/ liquor store. And you would go in there and you just don't be an idiot. Just don't say anything dumb and you'll get your liquor. And that
Just Teen
place,
Wolf it.
I'm sure. What's that?
Give me
Give
a
me-
keg of beer. I love that scene.
And I remember the first time that I went in there because it was my turn to go in there, right? I was
Right. You
probably-
had to take turns.
And I didn't even. Honestly, I really didn't even drink until I was 21 years old with any degree of seriousness, because
Mhm.
I got really sick the first time I had any amount of alcohol, and I ended up it was not a good thing. So, but I was willing to play along, right? And I would occasionally like funnel a beer or something like that. So I walked in. What do you guys want? No one
Occasionally
knows what they
funnel.
want. This is what I got. Ready? And I'll never forget this. I still remember this day. 12-pack of Ice House beer,
Ice House.
a 6-pack of Zima, and a little flask, a little tiny little
Yeah.
bottle.
Give me
of
the high school
golden
special.
grain alcohol.
Oh, the
Golden grain, 200 proof
Ah.
alcohol. That's stuff that not even true alcoholics drink,
No.
like the worst of the worst kind of alcohol. And I went up, and I remember going up there, and I'm like, and 2 packs of Camel Wides. I mean, I might as well have had 15 years old written across my
I
forehead.
know. Right? That's what I said. Give me the high school
Yes, the high
pack.
school starter pack. Camel Wides, Ice House beer, Zima coolers, and golden grain alcohol. And
my
yeah,
God.
we got lit. I mean, somebody got lit. I didn't get lit, but I do remember taking a shot of that golden grain, like a
Oh,
swig of it. Oh my God. It was like I drank, toilet cleaner.
Glass
Oh,
of
it was
gasoline.
terrible. Okay, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back to wrap it up. We'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 and 2, kids. 2 and 2.
Let me do something Bryan has never done. Be brief. Follow us on Instagram at The Commercial Break. Text or call us 212-433-3TCB. That's 212-433-3822. Visit our website, tcbpodcast.com, for all the audio, video, and your free sticker. Then watch all the videos at youtube.com/The Commercial Break. And finally, share the show. It's the best gift you could give a few aging podcasters. See, Bryan? That really wasn't that difficult now, was it? You're welcome.
You know, are you hearing about all of the Netflix, Warner Brothers
Yes.
bullshit going
Hostile
on?
takeover.
Yeah, that hostile takeovers happen very rarely in the media
Yeah.
industry, and I just know this like anecdotally, right? But then I read about why, and I understand. It's like because everybody's all chummy in the entertainment industry, and they're all friendly with each other, and they all move from company to company, and so
Sure.
it tends to get worked out one way or the other. It's too friendly of a relationship. It's too, I don't know, like what do you call it? What do you call it?
Incestuous?
Incestuous. Thank you. I want to call it ambiguous, and it's not ambiguous. It's too incestuous in this industry, and everybody tends to work it out, and the big players figure it out. So Warner Brothers secretly signals that they are willing to be bought, at least most of it. So we're talking about HBO, HBO Max, Showtime, Cinemax, CNN, Time Warner, all that
Discovery.
stuff. Discovery, all that big hubba lubba conglomerate, Cartoon Network destroyed by, they destroyed basically half of the channels and content that they had, but they're still a legacy media company worth billions and billions of dollars, just the movies that they made alone. And they are market makers. When it matters what they make, and it matters what they don't make, and it matters, they still matter in a lot of ways. They're one of the 2 or 3 legacy media companies that still exist in the movie making especially.
Yeah, the
and
production studios.
The production studios. And so they've been on the market for a minute. And then over the weekend, it is announced on Friday, I think, Friday or Saturday, it's announced that Netflix has made a deal for $82 billion in cash and stock to buy Warner Brothers and all of the media that goes along with Warner Brothers. And this sends shockwaves through the industry. Why? Because Netflix is a streamer. Warner Brothers is a movie studio. And so people get concerned that Netflix is going to kill the last of the movie house productions, that they're essentially just going to put everything on the streamer. They're going to only have limited runs in certain movie theaters, and the whole movie industry is going to collapse, right? The whole movie industry as we know it is going to collapse. Well, I go to movies and movie theaters still, but not that often.
No.
I probably would rather watch it at home, unless it's like a Wicked or,
something
or
you want to see on the big
Tenant
screen.
or something you want to see on the big screen for the first time, right? Okay, fine. Netflix makes a 15-20% upcharge bid, $82 billion cash in stock, and people freak out. But okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But then a lot of other people are saying never going to happen because 2 of the biggest streamers in the world, Netflix and HBO Max, are now going to be under one roof. And that is that runs into antitrust problems, right? It's essentially a monopoly. They're consolidating at the top. Well, when has that ever stopped companies from merging?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's the world. Listen, Trump ain't going to stop that. But in a surprise move on Sunday or Monday, Trump decided he was going to stop it. Why? Because his buddy, Larry Ellison and David Ellison, the 2 of the richest human beings in the world, along with Elon Musk, guy has started Oracle, have decided that they want it worse than Netflix does because they want the assets that Netflix doesn't want. By the way, Netflix in their deal, they don't want CNN or a lot of the other television channels. They want to break that off and leave it under its own company that the stockholders of Warner would then own. So a television company, essentially.
Yeah,
So
I
Netflix,
guess that was going to be like the Discovery. They were trying to make that.
yeah. They were going to break it off into Discovery Incorporation or whatever. Well, Paramount says we'll take all of it, and not $82 billion, $118 billion. Cash. No stock. Cash. They went straight to the shareholders and they said cash. It's incredible. Why is it incredible? Because it's $40 billion more or $30 billion more than was offered in the first place. For $30 billion more than was offered in the first place. 30, 40, doesn't even matter at that point. And they are willing to personally backstop the entire thing. And they get a bunch of BlackRock and Citigroup and Trump Group and all these people decide they're going to Bitcoin. They are going to do this all together. Why does this matter? Well, listen, Larry Ellison has freedom of speech just like everybody else does. And if he wants to own a media station like CNN and he can pull it off, I guess that's the way that it's going to be. But man, does it seem dangerous when all of the media stations are being consolidated. They've already bought CBS. They already bought CBS, and now they're going to buy CNN. And I guarantee Disney's not safe. Somebody is going to be up by Disney. For a long time, I thought Apple might buy Disney, but that hasn't happened yet. But I don't think Disney is safe. I really don't think Disney is safe. And so this makes me a little like itchy because I don't think one company, one person, one group of people should be owning all the media in the world. It doesn't make me feel great, right? And
no, you don't want one person controlling all the messaging.
Yes. And so do they have less hurdles as far as antitrust is concerned? Yes, they do. This is true, that they have less hurdles because CBS Paramount is not a player in the streaming game. They could say they are, but they're really not. They're like number 9 or something like that. And they own CBS. So Trump is now personally telling Pam Bondi, the DOJ, to go suss out what's going on with this Netflix Warner Brothers deal. And so this capital cronyism that's going on right now is just fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Listen, I'm not saying it might not happen under another DOJ also, but the fact that they don't even care.
Just so far out in the open.
It's so far out in the open. They don't even care about talking about it anymore. It is insane. I think it's bad for the business. The movie business is already on its knees. I have friends that work in it.
Yeah.
It's on its knees. In the United States, it's almost gone. Do you know what the number one I wish I could remember the city. I know. Do you know what the number one city for movie making last year was?
Where is it? Like in Lithuania?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, Trenton,
New Jersey.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Atlanta had almost a 60% decrease in films and television being made here. LA had a little bit of a bounce back, but they long ago saw a lot of the movies leave. It's Lithuania, it's the UK, it's Greenland, it's Canada, it's India. It's all these far-flung locations because if we're being honest about it, because the unions have made it really difficult. The cost of doing movies now is really outrageously high. And so the movie business, as far as the people working are concerned, is on its knees here in the United States. And it's going to be the death knell if Warner goes away and gets sucked up into any other company. But that's going to happen one way or the other. I just hope it's not, I just hope we're not getting to the point where this is such a banana republic that it can't be unfucked. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I've been saying too. I mean, we're just a year in.
We're just a year in. But the good news is Trump seems to be sleeping most of the time. So at least he's getting his beauty rest. I mean, at least he's getting his beauty rest. That guy is sleeping more than anybody I
Probably
have
because
ever.
he's staying up all night doing Truth Social posts.
He's got Alzheimer's. It's called sundowning. I know that it's happening to my mother. I know exactly what's going on. He is up all night because his brain is rewiring and he cannot fall asleep because the internal clock is gone. It's a well-known phenomenon with people who have Alzheimer's. And that is what is happening. He's so tired during the day because his body won't let him sleep at night. And he's up all night, truthing and 118. He did 118 truths a couple nights ago. 118.
Yeah,
that's more posts than I've done on Instagram in the last week.
I know.
About Venezuela. It is insane. Listen, hey, if you voted for the guy and you truly believe in the mission, I can appreciate that you have your perspective. But I think the train is officially off the tracks. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and would I like for it to be this way? No. Like,
No,
no, I mean, I
no,
would want things to be different, but
no. And the thing that concerns me most, let's put it all aside. The Trump's and his friends making billions of dollars. That is eventually going to come back and bite the economy in the ass. That is crony capitalism. It never works. It didn't in Russia. It didn't in Venezuela. It didn't in Cuba. It didn't in Mexico for a period of time. It hasn't wherever else in the world you want to point to, any of the African countries that also have this going on.
God.
Yes, it doesn't work. Crony capitalism doesn't work. When you enrich the people around you and just take a shit on everybody else, eventually everybody else gets upset and the economy collapses. That's what's going to happen. But did you know the largest loan ever made by the Defense Department was just made? Do you know who it was to? Take a guess. Donald Trump Jr., $736 billion, excuse me.
And that's just allowed?
Yep, that's just allowed.
Oh,
We just allow that.
okay.
That's what happens. $736 million. I'm sorry. That's just allowed. We just allow that. It's made. He's got a company. They're going to, I don't know. Bitcoin. I don't know what they're going to do. Some kind of AI robotics or something like that.
Yeah.
And they just made a loan to him and his company. And people, there's not a lot of talk about it, but I read about it. People who know are like, well, what?
Yeah.
$736 million? That's insane. What do you need that kind of money for? I can think of a few things. I can think of a few things. Anyway, listen, voting matters.
It
And
does.
here's
I've been voting in every single
too.
election now. I don't care.
Me too. I don't give a
if
shit.
The
Yeah.
school board, I don't have kids in school, but I'm going to vote on it.
I don't care if I agree with it's gotten to a point that I am usually a very logical voter. Whoever I agree with more on the things that matter, I will vote for them. I don't care if there's an R
Yes.
or a D next to your name. I've done it in presidential elections on
Me
down.
too.
I've voted both ways in a lot of different elections. And I voted independent sometimes in the elections. But now I'm just like, nope. If you believe in that mission, I don't believe in you. And even if I agree with some of the things you're saying, I don't believe in you because you're going to bend the knee, you're going to kowtow, you're going to suck up, and you're going to do whatever it takes. And so, but here's the silver lining in all of this is that if you look at the local elections and all the elections that have taken place in the last couple of months, it is a one-sided bloodbath, and it is not moving in the direction of the people who are running the country.
What was the one
currently.
you probably had your eye on this one too? The Miami mayor.
The mayor, there hasn't been a Democratic
yeah.
mayor in Miami in like 72 years.
Yeah, it's been a long
It's
time.
insane. Miami is a multicultural haven. But believe it or not, just like a lot of the Venezuelans I know, they tend to vote conservative. Why? Because to them, liberal means something bad. It means something like Chavez or Maduro. So they run to the other side. They want conservatism. They want smaller government. They want blah, 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 blah. But now they're starting to see that this doesn't look like conservatism. This looks like what they ran away from, what they wanted to get away from, what they don't like. And so now they decided to vote in a Democratic fucking mayor of Miami. It has been Republican.
And a Hispanic woman.
Forever. Yes. Yes. Something's afoot. Even in whatever it was, East Tennessee, they had that special election.
That was
and the lady won by the lady lost by 6 points.
Yeah.
And she was a total bleeding heart liberal, like a super progressive, and only lost by 6 points. And Trump took that particular, district, took it by 72%. So it's something is afoot.
Tide's turning.
Tide is turning. It always does. It always does. Especially when you're doing your best to screw everybody over. I just can't stand it. It drives me crazy. And I don't care. I'm talking about it. So go run.
Well, it does make you just feel helpless.
It does.
So that's why it does make me feel better to vote in every local election.
Amen. Amen. Go run up a tree pole if you don't like to hear it. Okay. But, we've talked about some of this stuff recently on the show, just dabbled in it, right? And we get a lot of positive feedback, actually. A lot of people are like, thank you for talking about that. So you're welcome. Okay. All right. Remember, Krissy and I, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But next week, okay, let me explain. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's stop. Let's rewind.
Let's just say this is going to really start in earnest in January.
January of 2026.
Yeah.
The schedule, Wednesdays and Fridays, has already started. So you will not get this episode until you'll be hearing this episode on Friday. Okay. And that means that we've gone to the new schedule. Next week, you'll hear an infomercial, a Wednesday and a Friday. The following Christmas week, infomercial, Wednesday and Friday. the next week, Wednesday, Friday, but all of those will be pre-recorded. We will not be live because Krissy and I are both going to take some much needed time off. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're going to go to
Gustavo is getting married and
graduation.
graduating at the
Yes.
same time and the same
Yes,
weekend.
exactly.
You're gonna go. Where are you going?
I'm going to Naples for Christmas.
Oh yeah, she's going to
Mhm.
Naples for Christmas.
Yeah,
One of my
Jeff's-
favorite cities in
Jeff's
the world.
mom, and we're having a big reunion. It's a big family reunion down there.
Look at that. You
Mhm.
guys go party it up. All right. I like it. So not live and streaming. If you're watching this right now, we'll stream tomorrow on Thursday.
Yes.
But then next week we won't be streaming. So the next couple of weeks we won't be streaming. Just the streaming part. You'll hear the episodes. We won't be streaming.
Live streaming.
I don't even know. You'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out together. We're not even letting anybody know we're going
I know.
live streaming right now. So it's nobody watching. I mean, there's a couple people. All right. Okay. All right. That's how it goes. So starting in 2026, let's go over it so it's not confusing. Tuesday and Thursday, we stream live on youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Follow us on Instagram. We'll let you know when we're about to go live. Those episodes will be on the podcast RSS feed in your podcast player Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay, there you go. Simple.
There we go.
There you go. If you want to get a hold of us, do me a favor and do that on Instagram @thecommercialbreak. Hit us up in our DMs. We'll respond to you just like we always do on the phone. But the phone number is going bye-bye. So, I mean, unless you have the phone number. If you've already been texting the phone number, then you can keep texting. It'll be around. I'd like to transition into 2026. Stop physically texting people on a phone.
Maybe we should go back to pagers.
I can bring my Instagram anywhere, but I have to bring 2 phones around to respond to people when I go on vacation. It's too much. I'm just causing myself extra trouble. Okay. You can go to tcbpodcast.com. All the audio, all the video, all 900 episodes is available on the website and all of the podcast RSS feeds. Go listen, knock yourself out. You can also get your free sticker. Hit the Contact Us button. Give us your address. We'll send it to you. Additionally, no, that's it. Okay, see, that was easy. I like that. I'm slimming it down. youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Follow us. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. It'll tell you when we're going live. You can go straight to YouTube and watch it and interact right from there. Woo! It's going to take some getting used to. All right, Krissy. I guess that is all that I can do for today.
I think so.
I will tell you that I love you.
And I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
The best to you out there in the podcast universe and our streaming audience. Until next time, we will say, we do say, and we must say,
Goodbye.